So what is Coast Fire? Coast Fire is what's known as coasting to financial independence and retire early. The idea is to earn and invest a large sum of money in a 10 to 20 year period and then use the power of compound interest to do its magic to grow your money over time. And I'll go over the pros and cons later on in this video. But first, let me show you how it works. You need to first figure out how much you're looking to spend when you reach your retirement age. And let's say you want to retire at the age of 55 and your annual expenses will be, let's say, $60,000 a year. If you multiply 60,000 by 25, you're going to need at least $1.5 million invested by the time you turn 55. You're also going to need at least 2 years of expenses set aside in an emergency fund for your retirement. So that's an additional $120,000, right? That's a total, let's see, is $1.62 million. Second, you need to know what investment vehicles you can use for your Coast Fire. The type of investment vehicles will also depend on your retirement age. If you want to be on Coast Fire, not looking to retire until 55 years old, then you can use your 401k, 403b, 457, or TSP to invest that $1.62 million under the rule of 55. If you're not sure what the rule of 55 is, be sure to check out this video linked in the description below. And if you're not looking to retire until you're 60 years old, then you could include both your 401k and Roth IRA for your 1.62 million Coast Fire strategy. But if you're looking to retire before the age of 55, then you should only use a taxable brokerage account for the 1.62 million Coast Fire because you're not going to be eligible to withdraw from your 401k or Roth IRA yet, right? Let's take a look at the Coast Fire calculator. Let's say your Coast Fire number is 1.62 million at 25 years old, okay? And you're looking to retire at the age of 55 using your 401k under the rule of 55. I'm going to do the 7% average annual return, which is at a pretty conservative level. And theoretically, you would need to invest at least $18,000 a year from the age of 25 all the way to age 45, okay? You see that in the highlighted green here? So by the time you hit 45, you should have $864,000, okay? And again, this is assuming that you make a 7% average annual return. The idea is that you invest more at the beginning of your investment journey so that your investment continues to grow over the years. Your magic number for the Coast Fire is actually $860,000 at the age of 45. What people on Coast Fire do is they just invest the bare minimum or nothing at all once they hit the Coast Fire number at, again, $860,000 from this example. And there's some risk to just doing that, but I'll talk about the pros and cons in just a little bit. So even if you don't invest anymore after age 45, your money should theoretically grow with a 7% average annual return from $864,000 to almost $1.7 million when you turn 55 years old. Okay, does that make sense so far? So you need to make sure that your investments are doing the work for you. But the good thing about being in your 20s is that the time is on your side, so you don't have to invest as much as you do in your 30s or 40s. Let me give you another example. If you're in your 30s and you're looking to reach your Coast Fire number at $760,000 by the time you're 40 years old, and your goal is to invest at the bare minimum starting at the age of 41, your number could grow to almost $1.5 million by the time you're 50 years old if you invest $45,000 every year, okay? That is from age 30 until age 40. But obviously, it takes a lot more money to invest if you want to retire earlier or if you're starting your Coast Fire a lot later. So let me go over the pros and cons of doing the Coast Fire strategy. First, the idea of doing Coast Fire is to invest a large sum of money as quickly as possible so that your money will grow over time. It is actually extremely easy to calculate compared to other fire strategies. At a certain point in time, you can theoretically stop investing and let the portfolio grow itself. And two, if you're in your 20s or early 30s, you have more time on your side to invest less amount to hit your coast-fire number a lot quicker. You can go back a few minutes ago when I showed you the spreadsheet, which you can download for absolutely free by visiting firestartchat.com/resources. And 3, once you reach your coast-fire number, you have the choice to stop contributing or contribute less than what you did, and you get to have more money to keep to yourself to enjoy your life by buying things that you want. The idea of coast-fire is to work hard to invest more now so that you can enjoy spending money later on while you're still working. And by the time you're 60 years old, you should have more than enough money to live on your investments if you're being very careful about your allocation and withdrawal strategies. And 4, reaching coast-fire might give you the confidence to consider another career or start a business because you have achieved financial independence early. You won't worry as much about leaving a high-paying job when you have the investment to have your back, right? If you continue to stay with your current job, then you're gonna have continued access to healthcare, which will save you a lot of money, okay? Now, there are some significant downsides of doing the coast-fire. First, you or anyone else can't predict how the stock market will perform in the next 30 years. Your future returns are never guaranteed. So you're just counting on the interest and earnings to grow your investments. If you're close to hitting your coast-fire number and the market goes through a long-term recession, then you might need to invest longer and much more to hit your coast-fire number. 2, you're gonna need to invest significantly more in your early days to hit your coast-fire. This is generally for people who have higher incomes and lower expenses initially. You have to figure out how much you need to invest annually in order to hit that coast-fire number. If you make less than $80,000 a year, then it might be pretty difficult to achieve unless your expenses are less than 50% of your gross income. And 3, if you're looking to retire before the age of 55, you're gonna need to invest significantly more in the taxable brokerage account, which could prevent you to maximize your retirement contributions like the 401k or Roth IRA if you don't earn a significant amount of income every year. Not making enough contributions to your Roth 401k or Roth IRA could put you in a higher tax bracket during your retirement. So the bottom line is that you need to know how much you need to invest every year to hit your coast-fire number. That's the first part. The second part is at what age you're looking to retire early. If you're retiring after 55, then you should include your 401k or other employer-sponsored retirement accounts because you'll be eligible to withdraw from your 401k if you retire at the age of 55. You also need to know your annual expenses for your retirement budget. If your goal is, let's say, 1.6 million at the age of 55 and you're 25 years old right now, then you're going to need to invest at least $18,000 a year for the next 21 years to hit your coast-fire number of $860,000 at the age of 45. But again, that's assuming that your portfolio on average makes a 7% annualized return. And I encourage you to download my FIRE calculator and the spreadsheets that I just showed you for absolutely free by visiting firestartchat.com/resources. And you can also schedule your one-time complimentary financial coaching session with me by visiting firestartchat.com/coaching.